Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I am super excited. I get to share with you the Spellbinders card kit of the month for July 2020. Now if you love vintage, you are going to fall in love with this kit. Oh my goodness, it's called Vintage Mementos. And I haven't created a vintage card in a long time, and so I was super excited about it. Today I'm going to share with you the contents, and then following the video, there'll be the 10 card one kit. So keep a lookout for that. This is your content sheet. On the reverse side is your step-by-step tutorial. Usually it has this one is using one of the dies that came with the kit this month. It's super gorgeous. But we're going to take a look at the cardstock, starting off with the gold. It's double-sided. They're 8.5 by 11 sheets. Then you get 8 colored cardstock sheets. This is like a brushed gold. It's super pretty. You also get a beautiful, like a regal blue and red. The camera's making it look lighter than it is, but it's very dark. You also get a beautiful lavender or purple. I'd say purple, not lavender. 2 shades of pink. Get a really pretty light taupe color, and then a white cardstock sheet. So this is your color palette, and I just think it's just gorgeous. I am breaking out the vintage photo for my cards. I haven't usually. These are, well, I'll tell you in just a minute, but these are your 10 card bases and 10 envelopes. They're A2 in size, they're side folding, and they have a little bit of texture to them. We'll be using these to create my 10 cards today. But I was going to say I break out the vintage photo for my vintage cards. Usually I have the mini distress ink cubes, but the one I do have the large one of is my vintage photo. So that's what I usually use for the edges of my vintage cards. So I'm breaking it out. Okay, this is your 6x6 paper pad, and you get 20 sheets or 20 patterns, 40 sheets in total. It's called Vintage Mementos, and it's just beautiful, guys. 2 of each pattern. You get that beautiful vintage feel to it. I love the aged look. You get a variety of patterns. Love the florals in here, and then some of them have the gold accent like this one does. I think that's just gorgeous. This one does too. How pretty is that? And I like that you get 2 of each pattern, which makes it nice. So 20 patterns, 40 sheets in total, and it just repeats itself. So that's your 6x6 paper pad, and it coordinates with your cardstock beautifully. Okay, I trimmed off the top of the bag. That's how I'm going to store my Spellbinders paper pads now. I don't have to waste, usually I put it in the Ziploc baggie, but I can just use the bag it came in. Okay, this is your stamp set this month. It's so gorgeous. You get 3 sentiments and beautiful vintage images in here. You get a bag of sequins, and you get lots in there, and they're two different colors. Next, you get some adhesive backed frames. These are so nice. You get 6 in total, and they're chipboard frames, so there's dimension to them. You get 3 square frames, 3 regular like photo type frames, and some of them have gold accent on these as well. That yellow backing just peels up, guys, and then you can just peel and stick, which makes it really nice. I mean, for my cards I use a lot of dimensional adhesive, and so when I don't have to use it, I love it. Okay, this is your dimensional sticker pack. They are chipboard stickers, and these are fully loaded, guys. There's dimension, there's gems on here, there's gold foiled accent, and then there's layers. So these are just beautiful. There's a couple sentiments in here, but some beautiful images for your projects. Okay, you also get some memory cards. You get 16 in total, and these are rounded corner. They're 3 by 4 inches, and they are double-sided. You can see here. I love the memory cards or the journaling cards because they make it so easy to create backings for your A2 size cards. The work's done for you. Like the frame here with the florals, I mean, you don't have to do much just to add it to your card. I think these are so nice. Whenever I do make a vintage card, I always like collaging items together. So these make great backgrounds too. So, and they are the perfect size for your 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card bases here. But some of them you can even trim out the sentiments if you wanted. But 16 in total, double-sided. So you get some memory cards. We'll just put these back, And then, you know, we're going to zoom in and take a look at the die cut pack. And there's tons. This month you get 2 of each of the die cut pieces, and you are going to love them. I love that everything coordinates. Spellbinders does the work for you. Everything coordinates, and I love that. Your chipboard stickers, your frames, your pattern paper, and your die cuts. I zoomed this part really fast because I didn't want to bore you with all the die cuts, but I just love going through the die cuts, so I share it with you at full speed. But you get tons of sentiments, lots of vintage elements. You get birds, florals. Look at your antique telephone there. I think it's just beautiful. You get feathers and butterflies. You get numbers, flourishes, even bumblebees in there. I love the clocks. You get the roses and feathers and little bird eggs. I love that there's circles and squares. Just lots to it. Now some of these pieces do have gold foiling on them. Some of them don't. So I think that just makes it look really nice. You even get a suitcase. And last but not least, you get a real gold frame that's serving a double purpose. You just punch out the middle and you can punch out the numbers. But that is your die cut pack, 2 of each pattern. So I am so looking forward to playing with this kit. Okay, you always get a roll of double-sided adhesive and some foam squares. I usually bring in my own foam squares because I go through a lot. But I do want to share with you the dies this month. They're gorgeous. You get 4 of them. And I actually had die cut out white cardstock showing you what they look like. You get this beautiful, gorgeous frame, guys. Oh my goodness. The largest piece is your frame. I die cut it out with white. You can see here. Now, if you took the smaller rectangle and die cut it out inside the frame, together, you would create a frame. In fact, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'll show you in just a minute. But you can layer the rectangle on the outside or take it and die cut it to create a frame. So if you like your middle portion popped up, you could do that. Even with pattern paper, I think the option's there. Or you could die cut it out to create a beautiful frame. And this is what your frame looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love it. This little piece could be great for adding a border edge, or you could add it to your frames, like your inspirational project here. They die cut 4 of them out and put them around the chipboard frame. I thought that was genius. I thought it was just gorgeous. But it creates a nice little border too if you layer them together. Now, honestly, this piece here, I wasn't sure what it did. And then I was looking at the stamp set and I thought, you know what? I bet you, because sometimes Spellbinders dies will coordinate with the stamp set. And I thought, you know what, I bet you that's what it does. So I stamped it, and I was right. You get a sentiment die here. I'm going to stamp the thinking of you on some cardstock. And you can't see it, but I actually dipped my hand in my ink pad. And I'm going to smear it a little more on my white cardstock here. But no worries, I'll just use a sand eraser to clean it off. But yeah, you just line it up and you have a die cut out sentiment. It says thinking of you, and it has little birds on there too. So that is nice, especially for vintage cards when you like to layer multiple things. I thought that was so nice. Well, I'm just going to put these aside, and that is everything in the July 2020 Spellbinders Card Kit of the Month. If you guys are interested in the Card Kit of the Month, I'll leave a link down below. But if you are a Club Kit subscriber to the card kits, I hope you like my projects, my 10 cards. Just click on that video at the end. It'll take you to it for some inspirational ideas. And if you guys want to see still shots too, I encourage you to check out my blog. I'll leave the link to that page down below. Have a fabulous day. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you soon.